I'm just saying.
Let's get quiet for a minute. I'm going to keep these on for a second till I get the thing. Welcome to the rundown, y'all. What's going on?
What's going on? What it do?
Man, you know what it do, man. I'm working off fumes, my guy.
Nah, yeah, I mean, you told me that, man. You look like you've been getting it in, man.
I'm working off fumes, but God is good.
Definitely.
We here live and in living color. You know, living color.
Yeah, getting it in.
You know
so
what I'm saying?
You got your good Cowboys hat back on.
I gotta have my Cowboys. I'm getting prepped for the season. You know what I'm saying? Prep for the regular season. Prep for the fantasy season. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? 2-time champ. You know what I'm saying? So what?
You see what I'm rocking.
Champ.
You see, and it's a new joint too.
And actually,
it's a fresh fit. The new joint.
Oh, I didn't check. Okay,
it's nice
I did.
Too.
Okay,
it's
yeah,
nice.
Yeah.
I'll be in Miami next week.
Oh,
nigga, when you see the Scottie Pippen jersey I got?
Yeah, I saw it.
No, not the old
Did
junk.
you put okay?
No,
I
got a new junk. The black and red junk with the pinstripe. Yeah, the official Michelin this junk. Oh, don't play with it.
Okay. Rag said he ready.
Oh yeah.
He ready. He going to Florida next week. Are we going to Florida here in about 2 or 3 weeks? About 3 weeks.
Where y'all going?
Destin.
Okay. That's what you told me that. Yeah, that's a good family trip.
Yeah, we going.
Yeah, I don't know if she would like for you to go to Miami. You definitely would not be able to go to Miami.
Yeah, but we're going to have to make that trip to Las Vegas though. We already talked about me, McDay, B. Howard, Jason.
I'm ready.
Pat, Corey. You know,
my guy.
Going. So we'll keep you posted.
Hey, let me know.
We'll keep you posted on that.
Let me know.
Keep you posted on that. So, y'all continue to subscribe to us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, iHeartRadio, Amazon Music, and Stitcher. And make sure to go ahead and like this video right now.
Please do that.
You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, do us a solid on that.
Do like our guy Jay Sanders and hit the like.
Hit the like button. So, man, let's go ahead and get into this rundown.
What we got?
Man. And I was kind of teetering and like, you know, what to kind of start with and what to kind of go
it's a lot,
for.
man. We like got some gumbo, man.
We
got some of them mamas cooking on the gumbo.
We got some of the mamas cooking going on.
Y'all gonna see Kwame down there.
But I want to start with Juneteenth. The Senate passed a bill to make Juneteenth a national holiday. And actually, article that I actually read, it said it didn't take any time. It quickly went through. You know what I'm saying? Like quick. You know what I'm saying? And so this is two sides to the thing because I've seen people on my time, oh my gosh, you know, we finally got a national holiday. What's up? And actually, if you do your research, Juneteenth was actually, you know what I'm saying, celebrated in other states. You know, it's actually a holiday in a few other states. I'm not sure, you know, how many states actually, but you know what I'm saying? So I'm just like, oh, this is another gesture, right?
So you from Memphis, right?
M-Town.
Been here your whole life.
For sure.
You know, most of my life, you know, we moved when I was a baby, and
right.
But when we moved back, I was in elementary school still.
Yeah.
Long as I can remember, in my Goodfellas voice, as long as I can remember.
Yeah.
Douglas Park, right?
Yeah.
Juneteenth. Yeah. It's been going on. Like, we've been celebrating Juneteenth. The rest of you niggas need to catch up.
Yeah.
So basically,
didn't we have a festival?
Yeah, downtown. But basically, we just got another day off of work, essentially.
Pretty much,
if that's what it ends up being.
Pretty much.
But we talked. I don't know if it wasn't the last rundown, maybe the rundown before last, where they were commemorating the burning of the massacre of Black Wall Street. Again, no type of compensation given to the survivors, and there's 3 of them who are still alive, actually survived, who were there when it happened. Nothing done for them or the families of those people. Still nothing with the student loans, which affect a lot of us because we were sold the bill of good about go to college, get your degree, and like I got 3, I can't do nothing.
Yeah,
you know, no reparations talk. Like we didn't even. What happened to the George Floyd crime bill? That like we don't want to rush. We want to make sure it's not
anything in
rushed. We want to make sure that we make the right. But now a holiday that we can get off work.
Holiday.
And again, but what is it doing to and you know what? We didn't, but I'll bring them up because we're in the rundown. I was going to like have them as topics, but because we're talking about this, I had screenshotted them because I was going to send you to them. Did you hear about what happened in Minneapolis?
No.
They were protesting, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so check this out. It was a guy who actually killed somebody in 2016. James Field, a Trump-loving Nazi, he murdered Heather Heyer at the Unite the Right rally in Charlottesville.
Mm-hmm.
This was in 2016, Sunday. He used the same method where he drove his car into a high speed into a crowd of peaceful protesters. He ended up killing the lady he hit, and then 3 other people. One of the guys said that it said when he first heard the vehicle driving toward a group at high speed, it smashed into one of the protesters' parked cars, which hit a woman, sending her flying several yards into a pole. 3 other people suffered non-life-threatening injuries. This was Sunday.
Okay.
This happened Sunday in Minneapolis. And so again, like we're still experiencing it, and it says woman dies after driver hits crowd in Minneapolis, and the group was gathered there to protest police brutality. This is still going on, but we're getting a holiday. You know what I'm saying?
Stuff been happening in Minneapolis.
Yeah, and then it was a video out of in Maryland. And so you can see this. I'm not gonna be able to post it, but I was gonna screenshot. I was gonna text it to you, but it said that they were kneeling and deploying tasers on black teenagers to enforce a vaping ban. So now somebody's vaping,
right?
Okay, again, you find them citations, send them to jail, whatever. But this is still going on. You give us a holiday,
yeah. And that's the whole deal about this, man. Like you can say, okay, these are small wins, but we are in 2021. This is
win though?
This is not 95 or 85. Like just from other people's perspective, like they look at, they're finally giving us our just due. But I'm like, we always celebrated Juneteenth. You know, so especially in Black City like Memphis and stuff, we've always had stuff downtown or people here and there, you know, kind of doing stuff.
Memphis in May, where we always celebrating what African April.
Yep, African.
You know what I'm saying? Like we celebrate Black culture here in this city, which is a predominantly Black city.
Yeah,
but dude, it kind of brings me
wow, bro.
And I know this wasn't on the topic, but did you hear about Kevin Hart and Bill Maher? Kind of was into it.
I saw him make a statement, but I was like, I didn't know where it was stemming from.
Basically, he made a comment because he's talking about what we're talking about. And so Bill Maher took it literally and took it all the way to the left and it's like, oh, well, y'all don't have to drink out of colored water fountains anymore. And you're not being sprayed with fire hoses or having dogs sicked on you anymore. But Kevin was saying, like, we still got to teach financial literacy because Black people are so behind. Like, you started ahead. Yeah. You're already ahead. And so the thing is, the idea that he said the idea that like white women can be at Black men, like cussing them out and doing that because they know it's no consequence. The idea that police can kill us constantly and it's no consequence. Yeah. The idea that this stuff, like this guy can kill people. He did it in Charlottesville, North Carolina. And then you end up all the way in Minneapolis. 5 years. No, wait, 2016. 2021, was that 5 years?
5 years. Yeah.
5 years later, you do the same thing. And it's no consequence. And so, like you said, it's more. And when you sent me the message last night, you know, like I was just like, damn, like,
right.
That's all I can say is like, again, more representation, no legislation. And you say, oh, well, they made it no, that's not legislation. You're not changing anything.
No.
You just giving people another day off.
Yeah.
Taxes ain't finna go down.
Right. It's basically saying even if in the back room, you know what I'm saying, you say with the other people and something like that, yeah, let's give them a holiday. You know what I'm saying? Let them let's keep the checks coming. Give them their holiday. Give them their just due. Make them feel important so that we don't have to worry about all this other stuff kind of going on.
Ice Cube's plan that he had written out, the plan for Black America, sound really good right about now.
Exactly. So, yeah, man. So let's go to this next one here, man. VP Harris just keep on coming up. You know what I'm saying? Kamala Harris. I think somebody told me that I said her name wrong. I said I'm thinking of the wrestler Kamala. You know what I'm saying? But
rest in peace to one of the goats.
Yeah,
Kamala. I want to say it was last year. I think it wasn't that long ago. He passed.
Okay, yeah, it was maybe a couple years ago. But VP Harris. Actually, I shared this on, was it our page or maybe on my Facebook page or Instagram or something, where in 2019, which is now Vice President Harris, was totally against the immigration, totally against people being turned back from the border, and she used this example talking about a child and being separated from their parents and their mom and stuff. It was a touching story, but when you actually get to the context of it, like I always thought she was fundamentally wrong, but now in 2021, she's basically telling people, don't come, don't come no more.
And
it's
Oh, and then did you hear what Trump's daughter said though?
I don't think I did.
So she was telling them if they do come, she was basically telling people, get your guns by any means necessary, keep them from coming across the border.
Yeah.
And so, hey, isn't she, Trump's daughter would be a Republican, right?
Yeah.
And so, but Kamala is a Democrat, right?
Oh,
but
sure.
it's sounding real suspect gangsterlicious, like it's looking real, like it looked like y'all on the same team. Don't we always quote my guys, shout out to the OG Corey Red, like capitalism versus socialism, don't buy it.
Yeah.
At the top, it's the same people behind it. Like, y'all are sounding a lot like the other side that you're supposedly opposed to.
Right. But what they're even not telling you, which actually we talked about this, like I'm thinking about all this stuff that's kind of going on now. We talked about this months back, talking about the border crisis, talking about, all the, as soon as the Biden administration got into office, they opened up the gates, opened up the borders, which, I think we talked about on the rundown months ago, talking about the Mexican cartel getting $14 million a week.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? This is
right, because I had shot my shot, actually. I mean, I'm just saying, like,
$14 million a week.
Not officially saying, but I'm just saying, like,
that's a lot of money.
I don't even need that 14. Like, nigga, I just need 30 to get my hair straight. You know what I'm saying?
Just give me 5%. So that whole thing.
But the fact that you just said 5%, what kind of mindset is that?
Executive mindset with that 5%.
Message.
Yes. Look up 5% of 14 million. You'll kind of see what it is. So, but this whole thing that happened with what we were talking about months ago is stemming why she's saying now the people don't come, because it's a total disaster out there now. But like I said, keep that same energy when people,
message
message on that, what I'm saying? Keep that same energy when, what I'm saying? She says this just to try to get elected. And also, this is the VP that, what I'm saying? She didn't get the nod to go for president. She's the same person that called Joe Biden racist in those debates that was having for the Democratic nominee back in the day. Like I said, she will do it, and Judge Joe Brown told us too. I don't know if you heard what Joe Brown was talking about with
your cousin.
Yeah, with
Mama's cooking.
With my country cousin. You know what I'm saying? Kwame. Like, and he told her like how she got to the top. You know what I'm saying? Sleeping her way, doing all this type of stuff, and so she'll say anything to get what she wants. You know what I'm saying? And so,
what do we call I'm not gonna say a woman, but what do we call a person who is willing to do anything to get what they need to get in order to be successful. Now, normally it's usually referred to as a woman of the night, but what do we call them? It begins with an H. Sometimes it's confused to be.
Well, the politically correct one is it with a W, right? We can use a W.
Yeah, right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right, because we say you pour yourself out, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, for people, but it's a hoe. You know what I'm saying? Like
what my boy G Money saying? New Jack said, you ain't nothing but a high class hoe.
Yeah, and that's and this is the whole thing, y'all. Where I want to get into, get behind, the smoke and mirrors and stuff like that. We're with the pearls and chucks. You know what I'm saying?
And don't shoot the messenger, okay?
Yeah.
2 + 2 = what?
4.
Now, if you don't like me, that's fine, but the facts is facts.
Right.
Okay?
And I know people don't like us talking about some of this, talking about the vaccination stuff. You know what I'm saying? But a lot, like it's exposure season, dog. It's exposure season.
And what are you giving them, JB? To quote your cousin, we finna milk this for everything it's worth.
Everything.
Message.
I'm yeah.
My bad. Nah, I mean, but look though, like, what I always say? Where's the lie?
Nah,
where is the lie? What color is this hat?
It's black.
So that's like me getting mad because you saying I got on a black hat.
Right.
Like so anybody else, like if we knew somebody who was having sex to get a particular job or position, you would call them a hoe.
Yeah.
Like we work with people, like every job you work with people that get away with stuff or have their position because of that. Okay. Or if they're willing to talk behind people back or do that, like you say, you're whoring yourself out. That's a figure of speech. That means you're willing to do whatever it takes to move ahead, to get ahead. Mm-hmm. Now, granted, the first law of survival is self-preservation. Okay. But you don't necessarily have to take people down or to do crooked stuff to get ahead.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? In some cases, some people just give head to get ahead. But yes, I digress.
Yeah.
But I mean, y'all are getting mad at the messengers. The reason why they mad, JB, is because certain things we say, it causes people to actually go back and like look in the mirror.
Right.
Have you ever like stepped out and you just thought like, oh man, I'm killing it. You know, so like I got my fresh my good Spike Spiegel, you know what I'm saying? Right. Cowboy Bebop on, you know what I'm saying? Match with the hat, you know what I'm saying? Y'all ain't see the shoes though, but the shoes was killing them. You know what I'm saying? Like, not for real, like he saw him.
He did.
So,
yeah.
They gonna be on the gram soon enough.
Yeah.
So,
he did.
But then somebody be like, man, you got that big stain on. And so now I'm mad at you because now you just killed my idea of what I think is right going. So now when I look back in the mirror, now I got to like, I don't even want to wear I got to change the whole outfit up now.
Mm-hmm.
So like if my faith was in the vaccine, hypothetically speaking, let's say the executive in the press is right.
Right.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Got a good Amber Alert going on.
Got a child.
Oh yeah. So man, hopefully these people find their kid. We definitely gonna send out some prayers for that.
For sure.
But like, you know what I'm saying? Like they mad at us, but like hypothetically speaking, if we're right, then now I got to change my whole outfit.
Right. Cause you mad. You know what I'm saying?
What if Moneybag Joe is not the white Jesus that we thought he was?
Right.
Now I'm questioning all of my political beliefs because like last 4 years, this had next 4 years. That what if in the next 4 years we run into the same? What if it's Pence? What if it's Kamala? What if it's Cruz? What if it's The Rock or whoever the hell running?
Yeah, I heard about that.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, y'all, I know y'all want to, but I ain't running. You know what I'm saying? Cause I'm trying to live.
Yeah.
So they gonna shoot my black ass.
2020.
I'm just saying, like, y'all don't get mad at the messengers.
Yeah.
We're doing what what Morpheus say to Neo in the Matrix. All we can offer is the truth. You can take the red pill or the blue pill. A lot of you have only been taking the blue pill.
Yeah. And that's the unfortunate part, just because I know a lot of people, even don't tune in because they even know, kind of what I maybe say, from a conservative perspective. But my thing is, look it up. You know what I'm saying? Just look up all this stuff and you'll actually, kind of beginning to see. Because like I said, we've been talking about this stuff for months. Dr. Fauci, the stuff that Rizza Islam was talking about months ago and stuff. And so,
and we're still, and then what you say, exposure season, they just, was it you that sent me a video? where the guy was trying to explain or justify the thing. Like
I sent you that this morning. Yep.
Yeah, I mean, no, well, I was asking because shout out to our guy Mystery 84, but he posted like something similar,
right?
So like y'all be sitting like y'all, and I wanted to say like, dang, like yeah, because y'all be on the same like wavelength, but man, we just messengers, dude. That's it.
Yeah,
we're just trying to give you another perspective. So when you make an assessment or a judgment, you're not basing it solely off of one side. You get a clear picture. And so when you do your own research and stuff, then you can do whatever you're doing in faith, and that's all we doing.
Cause this is stuff you're not even gonna get on the regular news that you actually get on TV. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like we ain't got nothing to lose. Like this is us. You know what I'm saying?
We both got work in the morning. Like,
exactly.
We
so this next one here is actually interesting. I actually sent you the picture, and I don't even know this cat. Like I know gospel singers and gospel.
I thought you was going to say K. Michelle with her.
K. Michelle.
That's another. No, that ain't. Yeah, because she said it wasn't a facelift, but she looked like a totally. I thought it was two different chicks. I mean, that don't look bad. I'm just saying, but I
gotta look it up. I don't think I've seen it.
Yeah, she looked like somebody else.
Really?
She went full Lil' Kim.
Interesting.
You never go full Lil'
Kim. She still got the booty.
No, it was just her face though.
Okay.
Like she went full Lil' Kim. You never go full Lil' Kim. Everybody knows that. That's like going full. Never mind. Well, go ahead with the rundown.
The next one here, gospel singer, songwriter, and worship leader Chandler Moore. Are you familiar with him? Chandler Moore?
Not at all. But I saw the picture.
You know what I'm saying? It's like,
I saw the picture. My boy was in there getting it in.
He was getting it. Like he got criticized or backlash. Mostly from Christians, you know what I'm saying, or, you know, people in the church, mainly, you know, because his wife was bent over in their wedding picture, you know, twerking on him. You know what I'm saying? Like, we ain't got to spend too much time on this.
As a married man and as a Christian, how do you feel about that?
Personally, like, I ain't got no issue with it. Like, if she cool with it, I'm a fool with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, would my wife want to do that? I don't.
How did you take the garter off at your wedding, JP? Please give the people a brief description, because I was there, because I caught the garter. I actually still got it somewhere.
You got it?
Yeah, no, I still, man. Okay. Look, I was like 12-0, nigga. I was undefeated at catching garters. But go ahead, like describe for the people, because I was there. Yeah. I was in the wedding party. Yeah. But describe for the people what happened when you pulled said garter.
I got down on my knees, and I believe I used my teeth. You know what I'm saying? On her leg, felt the leg up. You know what I'm saying? Okay. You know what I'm saying? And gradually went down and took it down. You know,
so you basically gave us a whole show,
right? Actually, we did at our church.
Yeah, in the Bell Manor.
In the Bell Manor.
In the Bell Manor.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I don't have an actual issue with it, but I could look on the other side.
I don't think anybody else had an issue. I don't think, did Pastor Moss or anybody come up to you afterwards and say you did a little bit too much? Not. Minister Lynch ain't come up to you and say nothing? Like your pops didn't come up to you and say nothing? My pops didn't come up to you and say nothing? I'm trying to think of who the deacons were. Did Jay Sanders come up to you and say something?
No.
Mr. Palms maybe, or Rod Deebe, like anybody that was there, you know, Robert Bray, like
They were cheering.
They was clapping. They was applauding you.
Yeah.
Nigga, I was applauding you.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
In the words of the great Juvenile, especially if you're married, I mean, if she is working with some ass, yes, and she's bad, yes.
Yeah.
She evidently made the nigga spend his cash, yes. His last year, because he bought the ring for it, right? Yeah. And I'm pretty sure it was some Christian women's frowning when she passed, yes.
Exactly. So
shout out to Juvie.
Juvie the Great. So when I did that for myself, like, but on the other side, like, my whole thing is, if the wife is cool with it, why not?
Was it like a gospel album cover?
Not that I know of. Yeah. Because did
they had their clothes off or something?
Nah, not the picture I saw.
No, because the picture I saw, they looked like they was in full, like,
right. Just having fun. Like, this is where I think the criticism culture or whatever is kind of going on just kind of goes too far. Because I'm like, these people are married, for one. You know what I'm saying? For two, it's their wedding. Like, you know what I'm saying? It, like you said, it wasn't like she was like in the G-string. You know what I'm saying? She's fully clothed in her, I guess, wedding dress. You know, he behind. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was a fun picture. Like, you know, but if, you know, your wife is not cool with it, be like, okay, I'll take this picture, but don't post it.
You know what? I would like to give him the pleasure P when keeping it real goes wrong moment. Mm-hmm. However, I don't feel like he was wrong though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I want to create a new segment where we had like the poop emoji and it's like, this is the bullshit right here. Like, so you got two married folks.
Yeah.
Okay.
Recently,
but the same people who are criticizing though.
Yeah.
Like before, like be careful to throw rocks and you stay in the glass house. The same people who are criticizing got a closet full of gay porn. Okay. But you're a minister though. You criticizing him. The same people who are criticizing are cheating on their wives or cheating on their husband. The same people who are criticizing go to church and don't tithe. The same people who are criticizing is closet alcoholics. And keep in mind, as much as I sip the yak, like I ain't no DUIs, no DWIs, I ain't never showed up to work sloppy. Don't get me wrong. In my days, like I've had some times where I did a little bit too much, but ain't nobody ever questioned how many times I leave here and you always say, you've never questioned when I walked out of here because you know, oh, he good.
Right.
And I throw the bag like that's going in the trunk. Like ain't nothing. Nope.
Yeah.
Nothing for rag.
Yeah.
Like the same people who criticize though, molesting their kids or somebody else's kids, beating their kids. Not talking about discipline. Like you had a bad day at work, or you just come, you're gonna slap the hell out your child because your day was bad at work. But you're criticizing two married people who were not naked, who were not doing like they were fully clothed. They were not involving other people in it. And again, do not throw rocks when you stay in a glass house. Instead of me trying to get you to live according to my standard of holiness or righteousness, how about I just try to get you to do or live and hold myself to the way Jesus would do?
Right. And I'm sure they have, even if I'm sure they have their community, their inner circle of people, or his minister or his man of God or something like that, that if it was, you know, an issue or something, that they would take care of
this dude. Like, I don't think know. At 60 he would have done, like at 20, like he's young, he's had like, okay. And when you get older, you be like, yeah, I probably was a little bit too, and that's okay. That's when you got a relationship with God. Nobody has to tell you, you grow on your own because just like, you know, when you're married to somebody, a relationship will make you say, you know what? I ain't even gonna do that tonight. You know what? No, I'm cool. I ain't even gonna say nothing about that. And you know what? I used to say this, but no, I got to change it. Man, next topic.
Yeah, man. We can go to this next one. This next one here is something I really was talking about kind of with MK and C. Mike a little bit. This LeBron James tweet. And I'm going to read it. Actually, I put it up, you know, kind of below the people that are actually watching on this episode on YouTube here. And King James, what y'all call him. You know what I'm saying? He recently came out with a tweet actually today, and I'll just read it. Let me start here. It says, they all didn't want to listen to me about the start of the season. I knew exactly what would happen. I only wanted to protect the well-being of the players, which ultimately is the product and benefit of our game. These injuries isn't just part of the game. He has those in quotations. It's the lack of pure RIM rest before starting back up. 8, possibly 9 All-Stars has missed playoff games. He put in quotation, in parentheses, most in league history. This is the best time of year for our league and fans, but missing a ton of our favorite players. It's insane. If there's one person that know about the body and how it works all year round, it's me. I speak for the health of all our players, and I hate to see this many injuries this time of the year. Sorry, fans. Wish you guys were seeing all of your favorite guys right now. And so, look, I'm a blow the whistle on this. I'm a wave the flag. You know what I'm saying? I'm throwing the flag on the play. You know what I mean? Like, LeBron, he's king, but he's the king of changing the narrative, the king of making excuses, you know what I'm saying? Because he's out the playoffs now. And so his number one teammate, AD, is out. You know what I'm saying? So now he wants to this season is, you know, should have a quote unquote asterisk, Well, actually, should have an asterisk is his championship in 2020 in the bubble.
Oh, when there wasn't no fans there.
Well, no
and
fans.
they didn't have to travel.
Right. And so what I want to do, I want to put some holes in his arguments here. And I actually wrote some stuff down here.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Just because he said 8 or potentially 9 all-stars, okay?
Who we got?
That he's talking about, for one, Donovan Mitchell. Okay, Donovan Mitchell, for one, he missed 1 playoff game, y'all. That's the first game against us, actually against the Memphis Grizzlies. And he only missed that because his team doctors had a difference of opinion. You know, he wanted to play. They didn't think he was ready, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Number 2, Mike Conley. He's an all-star. He was here in Memphis. How often was Mike Conley injured? Like Mike Conley didn't never ever go through a whole season without being injured and stuff.
Yeah, no, he was always.
He's always kind of have some injury issues. You know what I'm saying? So I scratch him off. Jaylen Brown, he played for the Celtics, right? Okay, Jaylen Brown, when he got injured, he had wrist surgery. Okay, he collided a freak play. He collided into Jason Tatum. Right. Freak play, like, you know what I'm saying? He was trying to
collided with his teammate.
Yeah, he tried to go out of bounds, you know, to get the ball, try to save it, and he collided with Jason. And I guess hit his wrist. Freak play, okay. Kyrie Irving again. Kyrie
he's injury prone.
He's injury prone.
Right, but he landed on somebody's foot.
He landed on Gianna's foot. A freak play, what can happen any game, anytime.
Right.
James Harden. Okay, now people don't want to say about James Harden, he's the other all-star, okay? But he missed nearly 30 games and came in the season out of shape.
Yeah, out of shape and extremely what?
Heavy.
Overweight.
Yeah, he was heavy.
Like he looked like James Harden looked like he ate James Harden.
Right. Like, and
he looked like Fat Bastard. Like when he was playing for Houston, I could just hear him say, I can't stop eating.
And the thing is, when you're out of shape, when you're probably playing at this level
and trying to play your way back in shape,
you're gonna get hamstring injuries like these. This happened, so
because it didn't look like his legs had gotten any bigger.
No, it was just
his upper body. Yeah, his stomach and all of that, arm, face, and all that.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So that's what I'm saying. James Harden. So okay, this next one, AD. We know AD. I don't even need to say nothing. It's self-explanatory.
Did you see the meme that they had where they had the Mr. Glass in the wheelchair? Like instead of Samuel L. Jackson's face, they had his face.
I was like,
and I mess with AD. Like I got an AD jersey. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my boy Quan who gave me the AD jersey. But like my guy be injury prone. Like it just is what it is.
Like, and that was my thing. I was telling some friends, you know, when AD went to Los Angeles, I was like, look, AD ain't never played, you know, through May or through June. You know what I'm saying? Like his body always breaks down. So it's like it was only a matter of time. And so this season to me is no different because, you know what I'm saying? They didn't even play a full 82 games.
Dude, the only player, and again, I know y'all say, oh, y'all comparing errors. Like when the Bulls did their last three-peat, the only player to miss significant amount of games in the last one was Scottie Pippen, but that was due to him holding out because of the contract. Like part of it, he did have surgery, but the other part was he was trying to get, you know, contract renegotiation and everything like that. But he's the only player who missed, and I want to say he missed like 30 games. Yeah. But like you got Jordan in the 6 titles in the 6 years that he was in the finals, he missed like 6 games.
Crazy, bro.
Which is like 1 a year. Yeah. And one season, the only reason he missed was because he got suspended for like, I think he got into a fight or something like that. Like he got ejected from a game. Like, so it wasn't even because he didn't want to play. Like dude legit broke his foot and came back at the end. And then they were like pushing to make the lottery. And like he played them into the playoffs. Like the last 15 games of the season, he played them into the playoffs. Yeah. And they had him on a minutes restriction. Yeah. So like people talk about bigger, stronger, fat. No, like y'all got that gym workout. It's a difference between a gym workout and like the old heads used to say country strong. Yeah. Like when you're country strong, like you might not look like a nigga that's bodybuilding, be in the gym and all the time like that.
Charles Barkley.
But I give you a perfect example. Like you look at Lex Luger, right? Wrestling. Yeah. Dude was look at him now though. Yeah. That was that gym steroid body. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? But then you look at a guy like Ric Flair. This nigga's 70 years old and still woo, like, right. Cause he wasn't on that.
Right. He had a pretty,
you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And keep
body.
in mind, like, dude was in a legit plane crash where he broke his back. Ric Flair and still wrestled for like 40 years after that. You know what I'm saying? So like, you talk about these guys and it's like, oh, well, these guys are this, that, or whatever. But I feel like if LeBron was still in, if the Lakers were still in, we wouldn't get this tweet. You wouldn't be caring about all these other people getting hurt.
Not at all.
You're getting these sour grapes now because you know this affects your legacy. This takes you further out of the GOAT conversation because, again, like they say, numbers don't lie. They can be deceptive. But like when you look at like, okay, 6-0 in the finals, you know, like played in his finals run.
Right.
Only missed six games. Only six. And these dudes was playing 82 games, at least 90, because they were playing all 8 preseason games.
Yeah.
So if you didn't make the playoffs, you were playing 90 games. Some dudes was legit playing 90 games. John Stockton in his career didn't hardly miss no games.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? AC Green, Iron Man would play like 945 straight games. You know, it's like you had dude Dennis Rodman with the bad feet was still playing every game. Scottie Pippen, before he had the surgery, played like 3 or 4 years without having the surgery. Yeah. It's just not built the same.
And so, again, that was AD. So this is one that I said so far. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You know, LeBron say 8 or 9. So the next one here is Kawhi. Kawhi missed 20 games this season. He's always kind of been,
and he was low managing.
In and out. Exactly. So and this was a shortened season. So this is 72 game season. He only played 52 games, right? And so he had a freak play in game 4. He landed bad on his knee. I guess sprained his knee or something. You know what I'm saying? So these are not, you know what I'm saying?
Is it a sprain or a torn ACL?
They said sprain. I guess they'll do the MRI tonight or tomorrow. And so by the time this come out, we'll probably know exactly what it is. But, you know, then the next one is CP3. Like, he supposedly got COVID, which is another thing we talk about. He got COVID, but he's been fully vaccinated. You know what I'm saying? So he's, you know, got COVID. So now he needs to be quarantined. So these are the 8 to 9 All-Stars that LeBron is talking about to fulfill his argument. But like I said, all those...
Wait a second. Doesn't CP3 have a history of injuries, though, anyway?
For sure.
All those years with the Clippers.
And the Rockets.
Wasn't he getting hurt in the playout when Lob City, him and Blake and DeAndre, like, he was always... Like, one reason they could never advance because he was always getting hurt at a crucial time. And then, like you said, with the Rockets... hurt at a crucial time. And again, not knocking CP.
Right. CP, he called.
You know what I'm saying? Like, he's legit, but I mean, he play hard.
Right.
You get injured. So he's acting as if like this is just an anomaly, but most of these players on the list have a history of either load management or injury, or like you said with Harden, you come in grossly you forced your way into a trade, but now you did it to your body in a short amount of time. Because did you see how quick his body like went down?
Yep. Because he played his way kind of back into shape, but you can't. He missed pretty much 30 games, and you come in the season out of shape, you already a leg behind.
Dude, like even when people take weight loss, like Big Pun when he died, like you remember that song? It's like I just lost 100 pounds. I'm trying to live. But it's like he lost it so fast. Like it's supposed to take a long time for you. You're supposed to gradually get that off. And so like when you do that, it was coming. It was gonna happen.
So that was, I just wanted to blow holes, put some holes in this little stuff, man, because I see through the bull, man. I see through the stuff. And I was like, man, I gotta talk about this because he saw an opportunity. He saw all these injuries. And so now he's just like, I got you.
I feel an award coming.
You feel okay?
I feel like so we can give today. We can give our good brother the King.
Yeah, I give him something.
We can give him the pinkish driver, whatever nigga award for that tweet. So yeah, y'all gonna see the you know what I'm saying? Yeah, y'all gonna see it.
That's perfect.
Pop up.
I like that. We can give.
Brian can get that.
We can give him the whatever nigga. Yeah, that's
and
perfect.
he is the GOAT of this era. You know, but you for that right there, this right here, you get the whatever nigga award.
We call him foul on that. So this next one here is rather interesting. You know, I think I brought this up to you. I think off camera maybe last week. Apparently, we grew up in the Destiny's Child's era.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I remember this song very much clearly. Cater to You is under siege, you know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people, mostly women, kind of want to cancel this song now, which was made nearly 20 years ago, 17, 18 years ago. And so now, because of the culture and the feminist, kind of society.
Whoever trying to cancel ain't got no man.
We live in, exactly.
Miserable.
So, what you think about that, right?
Probably, no, I'm not going to say that. I'm going to say something. I ain't going to get on my Kevin Samuels. I was going to say she probably out of shape.
Look.
Look. No, I take that back. She in shape. She round. But no, like, if you listen to because I remember the song, but I really didn't remember. So when you sent it to me, I actually went back and looked at the lyrics and listened to it. And the implication is if you have somebody who is taking care of you, it's not wrong to want to take care of them. It was a mutual thing. It's not saying, oh, you owe nothing good for nothing ass. Don't take care of nothing ass. Don't do nothing ass person. I'm just going to spoil you because I have low self-esteem and daddy issues. No, it's like because you are doing everything that a man is supposed to do and you are bringing a certain value into this relationship and you make me feel a certain way, I'm going to show you. I'm going to reward my man for not cheating. No, I'm just playing. Shout out to one of our early episodes. But no, it's like I'm going to show you that it's not in vain, that I appreciate it.
Yeah.
And so now, it was 3 members of Destiny's Child at the time. So
Michelle was part of this.
Yeah, right. Yeah. So 2 out of 3 would be 66%. So it's like 3%. So Beyonce married, correct?
Yes.
Still married, right?
Yes.
Okay. Kelly married, right?
Yes.
Still married, right?
Yep.
So and Michelle and even in her situation, she was engaged and it wasn't her situation. No, she was engaged to a.
He was a preacher.
I think so.
He was a preacher.
But the deal is she was dealing with some, and she actually got a book coming out where she talks about how she dealt with depression and stuff like that, and how. When she addressed her depression, she was able to get over that. But that kind of played a part because at the time they didn't know, like she was really dealing with that. You know what I'm saying? And so I don't want to speak all the way into that because I don't know all the factors. But I was reading some articles where she was talking about her depression, and that was a factor in it affected like relationships that she had with people, and she didn't even realize when she initially had it what it was. And so, like, if you are dealing with mental health issues, please get those diagnosed as soon as possible so that you can get the proper counseling that you need. If, God forbid, if you have to take medication, but if it is something that you can take, but she didn't know at the time,
right.
But she was on pace it was finna be 3 for 3.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But like, if you shooting a jumper, if you're shooting threes, like 66.3%, it's pretty good.
Right.
Well, no, that would be like 66.6%. It's good. Well, no, not 66.7%. Yeah. Let's go on and make it 667 and not 666.
Yeah.
But no.
Yeah.
But 2 of the 3 members are married. So the song is true. Yeah. And the rest of you miserable women out here who are constantly, women, stop listening to miserable women who don't have no man, who don't have a relationship, telling you the way a relationship should be and work. You need to be talking to somebody who is happily married, who is still married. Like, why would I talk to somebody who cannot shoot a basketball about making it to the NBA? I need to be talking to somebody who made it to college, made it to the league, played overseas. I need to be talking to somebody who can hoop.
Right.
Not somebody who like, well, man, I would have made it, but I had hurt my knee back when I was in the 8th grade. And so I was cold, but the knee injury kept, because man, like I used to give LeBron that work back when we was 8. You know what I'm saying? But like, man, I had that knee. Stop listening to niggas like that. Listen to people who are winning and who are successful. If you want to be, if you want to be a millionaire, you need to talk to a billionaire?
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you need to talk to somebody who is doing what you're trying to do successfully. And y'all are listening to these miserable, out of shape, overrated women who are lonely, and have failed their relationship because they have not fixed themselves, and so they want everybody else to be miserable like them. Yeah, I said it. You can tell them I said it. You can quote me on that.
And this song to me was like, this was during my TSU era. I remember very clearly when this song came out, the women were singing it. They was all into it. They, you know, some women at the time, they was like, oh, you know, Beyonce did it. You know what I'm saying? Let's do it. And so they actually had some people I'm reading now from Twitter that had some of these lyrics, had some problematic lyrics. And one of the lyrics is, it says, my life would be purposeless without you. You know what I'm saying? Like those are one of the things that they had an issue with, you know what I'm saying? Which is basically pretty much scripture. You know what I'm saying? If we know, we ain't gonna get down into the details of it, but you know what I'm saying? I think we've said on this pod a few times how if that old Project Pat came out, that Get It Green, or you laying the smack down, you know what I'm saying? If that album came out in 2021,
so
it would be an issue.
So I had to pull this up, so because I didn't want to misquote it. Now nobody's canceling this though, even though it seems I have everything. I don't want to be a lonely fool. All of the women, all of the expensive cars, all the money don't amount to you. So I can make believe I have everything, but I can't pretend that I don't see that without you, girl, my life is incomplete. Now, nobody's canceling that song. It's the same. It's called being mutual. It's called reciprocal. It means that I do for you, you do for me. Nobody's canceling that Joe song. I light 1,000,000 candles all the way around. You take me to the subway, I'll go down. Because they want you to go down to the subway.
Oh, yeah.
What do you say? Let's make love on the beach of jet black sand. You know, they want that. Nobody's canceling that.
Nah, they ain't gonna
Nobody's canceling that. Because, we like that, but let a woman say, that's toxic. That's taking you back to. No, it's not. It is not wrong
running your
if your man
water
is taking care of you to take care of your man. People say happy wife, happy life, and that's why you single now. It's happy spouse, happy house. And when I said, now don't get it twisted, like I do know some full figure women, some big women that are not miserable. I'm just saying that a lot of these women are saying canceling them. You know, they don't like how they look. They're not at peace with themselves, because I do know some, they don't really give a flying flip what nobody think. And they've embraced themselves. It's not them. Yeah. I'm talking about the ones that they're not at peace with themselves. And so now you just going to try to make everybody miserable because you don't want to hit the gym, because you don't want to go on a meal plan, because you don't want to do that. You know, you haven't accepted where you are. And so now you're going to make everybody else be miserable because you're miserable and lonely. Yeah. Unlike some of your sisters, is like, hey, you know what? I'm a BBW, but I'm finna flaunt it. I'm finna be fly still. I'm finna make it work. I'm finna make it look classy and sassy. And I'm still gonna be that chick. I ain't talking about them women. I'm talking about the ones that's just woe is me. You know what I'm saying? I'm just fat and sad, so I'm finna sit over here and let everybody else be miserable like me. Uh-huh. And again, y'all gonna take it out of context, and that's cool. I'm at peace with it. Cause people don't find the context in nothing. You know what I'm saying? It's cool.
Yeah, and the fact that this even is coming up, I guess we've had a couple episodes talking about the cancel culture and stuff like that. But the fact that you want to even try to cancel a song, a hit, you know what I'm saying? When it's talking about catering to a man, it just shows us the season that we're in. You know what I'm saying? You exposing yourself.
And they trying to cancel Father's Day.
Oh my Lord. I don't really want to get into that.
That ain't even on the rundown topic. My bad.
So let's get into these quickies, dog.
Okay, what we got? We're going and again, y'all gonna see it. Gonna try my boy Ricky Roo, the ravishing one.
Okay, and this first quickie here, the deaths of COVID, has reached over 600,000 deaths, I believe. I think in the U.S. or maybe in the world. I think in the U.S. And so this is just interesting to me, just because all last year, sometimes I chimed in to CNN sometimes and stuff, and before election season and stuff came up, they had the news or whatever else they was speaking on. But then on the right side, they had the ticker,
right.
The COVID had a tally up. You know what I'm saying? This was when Trump and stuff was president. Like they were just wanting you to see and the numbers kept going up. Okay, is 100, 900, 99, you know what I'm saying, deaths, you know what I'm saying? It kept going up. Oh, it's another case today, you know what I'm saying? And so, but now it magically went away. You know what I'm saying? And I said to myself, and maybe to a couple people, I was like, watch, if Trump get out of office, this is going to leave on CNN. Yeah.
They're not going to talk about it no more.
It's fear mongering. You know what I'm saying? And so basically, over 200,000 deaths has happened under the Biden administration. You know what I'm saying? But we're not talking about this because we're talking about opening up. And like I said, it was just a big falsehood to me, bro. I just, you know what I'm saying?
Like, well, I mean, it's just that, you know, and again, in me not only researching but talking to medical professionals, a lot of, basically put, if you don't die in a hospital, they cannot accurately determine what the cause of death is unless it's exceptions. You know, you catch a bullet to the head, you ran over by a car, get set on fire, something like that. Yeah. But like if you die in your bed, you die in your house, they cannot accurately determine the cause of death. They can only give a presumption of what this may be attributed to that. Because like, for example, you could have a heart attack, but the heart attack ain't what killed you. You know what I'm saying? Like it could be a stroke is what killed you. You know what I'm saying? Even though you had a heart attack.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Or like you could have a stroke, but you have an aneurysm that kills you. You know what I'm saying? So it's like the only way they can accurately determine what the immediate cause of death is if they're watching, you're under their care when you pass. Because a lot of times, you know, you get a phone call, somebody died, you got to get there, then you got to try to look at the body and do all this, that, and the third. Yeah. So you can't. So now when I'm doing an autopsy, if I see you had a COVID symptom, which could be anything, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I give you an example. Like one of the symptoms of diarrhea is your stomach hurts. Yep. Well, everybody whose stomach hurts, does that mean they got diarrhea? No. But now if I ain't seen you use the restroom or whatever, and it's like, oh, well, you know what? They said they stomach, he must have had diarrhea. I can say that. But the only way I would know that is if I saw you run into the bathroom back and forth. And so again, it's like, oh, they had this on their lungs, or they had this, or they had that. They don't actually know that. But what was happening is that if you had any symptom, even if that was not the cause of death, they were attributing the death to COVID. So you could have had the flu. Some of the flu symptoms are the same as COVID symptoms. It was that flu death was being charged as a COVID death. Yep. Certain types of cancer, some of the same symptoms as COVID. So if you got those symptoms, you know what I'm saying? Oh, you got some stuff with your lungs or whatever, you know, your respiratory system, it was being charged as a COVID death. Right. So like you talked about them numbers jumping up. Yeah, they was looking like that because anybody who was dying, if you could not prove, no, they had heart disease, they had cancer, they had this, they had that, they got hit by a butt. Like if you couldn't prove it, they were charging that death as a COVID death. And so like you talked about, you know, exposure season and stuff coming out, a lot of that stuff they did not talk about because the fear mongering, if I'm trying to sell you something, everything I'm saying about my product is going to make my product look good or make it look what I'm trying to sell.
Yeah. And I want to say this, and I know it's a quickie though. Yesterday or the other day, I went to go get the oil change in the truck. You know what I'm saying? And so this dude in the shuttle, you know, took me back to the house, dropped me back off at the house. And he was just out the blue, just randomly talking. He works for Pfizer. You know what I'm saying? And so he was just brought up this thing. Y'all know about the vaccines? I've never seen. He was talking about the security and stuff around the shipments that was coming in. He said he'd never seen anything like it. And he's been working over there for 20 years. Wow. You know what I'm saying? He was just talking about the extent of the FBI people there. Like what is so, you know, great about this to where you have to have this much security around it. And I just thought that like nobody said nothing in the car. He just brought it up. The shuttle had to drop him off at work. You know what I'm saying? At the Pfizer plant or whatever. And he just brought it up. He was like, man, I had never seen anything like this, man. You know what I'm saying? Just the security around this. And then the driver asked, do they do anything else like that for other vaccines? He was like, I've never seen anything like it. You know, so he just, that's just a side note, y'all. And he just brought it up out the blue. I didn't ask for no questions.
Stay woke.
You know what I'm saying? But like I said, it's exposure season. So this next quickie here, man, KD has a near 50-point triple-double in a playoff win.
Easy money sniper.
Man, Grim, what do they call Slim Reaper?
Man, he gave him that work. Hopefully he stay healthy for the rest of the playoffs.
Yeah, to me, I think he's the best player once he's healthy.
Right, yeah, when healthy. But I mean, because he commits on the defensive end too.
Yeah, he does.
You know what I'm saying? He doesn't have a problem. He doesn't run from like a tough assignment. Like he'll guard people,
Yeah.
So, and then on the other end, because he scores so effortlessly, you know what I'm saying? And that is what skill is, like, because he's not as athletic as he was when, he played, when he got drafted to Seattle. Yeah. When Seattle was still a team before they became OKC, like, he doesn't have that same level of athleticism, but that skill, man. It's like he make bam, bam, 1-2 moves and he pull up and it's money.
He's a great man. I just somebody said the tweet yesterday. So I wish I was as unbothered about life and certain things as KD is about his hair. So somebody. I was like, bro, like, yeah. That's a whole nother subject.
That's a whole nother award.
Yeah, that's a whole nother award.
So the unbothered, or the KD hair unbothered award. So we're gonna find somebody. When we find somebody who gives, like, if you watch the show last week in the 7 ways to be a dangerous human being, one of them is not giving any fucks. So when you see somebody who does not, they do not give any, they have none left to give.
This is KD.
Like, and they will get the KD award, the KD hair award for being unbothered. So we got a new award. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I don't know who's gonna be the initial recipient.
I don't know, but his hair.
But in honor KD's hair,
meat, though.
No, KD hair look like a map of the world. Like, it's just, how you had like the water and then you had the continents and stuff. Like, that's what it looks like.
It sucks, man. I hate it for the guy. So the next quickie here is I had to talk. We had to talk about the Greek freak, man, Giannis. You know what I'm saying? We talked about this actually off camera, actually before this, but I just want to say, since this is a quickie, I don't believe he's not a top 10 player. In my view. And
so, okay, top 10 at all or top 5?
Oh, he's not top 10.
Oh, wow.
Okay, and I'm gonna name the people that just real quick. I put Bron in front of him. KD,
no argument.
Luka, Harden, Steph, Embiid, Dame, Jokic, Jason Tatum, and Donovan Mitchell.
I figured you were gonna say Donovan.
Or you can say AD, like AD healthy.
When he's healthy,
I would say.
Yeah, but no, I mean, because I would put Donovan because he is more healthy.
Yeah,
like he's even.
Did you see when he tried crucial moment?
Because it's like, again, like in the playoffs, like he just. I mean, he like David Blaine or David Copperfield. Like, he just disappears.
He's a great player, though.
No, he is. Like, and again, like I tell you, he can beat me.
Oh, yeah.
But, like, ain't nobody winning, like,
right.
You know what I'm saying? You step in my arena, you know what I'm saying? But, like, now you ain't, like, basketball ain't my arena. Like, you step in my arena.
Right. He tried to freestyle.
No, that's over with for his life.
You know what I'm saying?
Man, look, we can podcast him.
Yeah.
Because, nigga, I dare y'all that watch it. That, like, y'all tag him. Put me on there with Shannon, Skip, Stephen A.
Let's go.
See what happened.
Let's go.
See, don't we hold our own?
Yeah, we're going to hold our own for sure. So that's my thing. He's not a top 10 player. He's a great player, but to me, he's not elite because he can't get what he wants when he wants it. You know what I'm saying? He don't really have any moves to really, you know what I'm saying, dictate, you know what I'm saying, play. You know what I'm saying, on the offensive end. So, So on this next rundown here, man, we want to give a congrats to LaMelo Ball winning the Rookie of the Year. Salute to you, brother.
Man, salute to him. Salute to his pops, LeVar, because he told y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like I told y'all, that man should be like a prophet or something, man. Yeah. That man prophesied that.
He got the vision.
You know what I'm saying? Like, he got 2 sons in the lottery in the top 5, top 3.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and all of them, like LiAngelo in the G League, but I'm just saying, like, all of them are in a professional league. You know what I'm saying? Lonzo was initially like, oh, he was a bust with the Lakers. Now it's like, oh, okay. He actually legit. You know what I'm saying? If he get to play his game, like, he actually legit. So, and he even said LaMelo was gonna be the star.
Yeah, he did.
You know what I'm saying? He said he's gonna be the best one.
Yeah, pretty
and
much.
And it's looking like that.
Like,
you know what I'm saying? It's looking exactly like that. Right. Yeah.
Because when Venus came
because everybody was on Venus and he was like, nah, Serena like gonna be.
Yeah. She said Serena's something serious. She's gonna be better than us, Venus. So salute and congrats to him on winning the Rookie of the Year. And this last quickie here is, I almost forgot, this is Father's Day weekend.
Father's Day weekend, man.
You know what I'm saying? And, me personally, this will be the first Father's Day I would have on this earth, without my pops. You know what I'm saying? And so, but we were just talking off camera even before this, man, like, the joy that I actually have, now knowing where he's at, you know what I'm saying? I have moments sometimes where, And
make sure you put a picture of Pops down there, you know what I'm saying, when you do that, so people can see.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
See what people call my twin, you know what I'm saying? Or his twin, you know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? I want to give a shout out, to my pops, to my dad, Minister Prentice Lavelle Brown, you know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? Happy, Father's Day.
Yeah.
And, you know what I'm saying? And to all the fathers out there, and actually go back and look at our Black Fathers
Matter,
and put that up.
And actually, we definitely gonna be reposting that video. And you know me, you know how I feel about my pops.
Oh yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
Elder.
I mean, and even like I said, how the relationship I had with your dad. You know what I'm saying, like real spit. Like when I was going through my, like y'all used to save me a seat. And I could sit up there with y'all, and I sat on the road with you and your dad and your mom, and I ain't had to look at everybody. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, and I was in a safe space, cause like my pops, like everybody's gonna see, but like I could sit, and I didn't have to see people looking at me or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? And so, man, just that time of my life, like it wasn't just you. Like he jumped right in. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And he always, man, like I was telling you, like when I saw him today, like man, he gave me the grip. I didn't know. Nothing was going on, like, because the way he shook my hand, like, oh, okay, he still, you know what I'm saying, got that, man, because he had the most epic handshake.
He gonna make sure you feel him, man. He gonna make sure you feel him.
Man, salute to, man, Minister Prentice Brown, man. Man, I'm just thankful for the light that was his life, and then I got a chance to experience that. Yeah. And, man, salute to my pops, Rochelle Raglan the first. Yes, you know what I'm saying? And, man, salute to you. Yes. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And the Fantastic Four you got, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
Man, every time I see him, man, I like, man, they like, you talk about twins. I look at each other like, dad, and they like, you know what I'm saying? But you know me, man, I'm doing what I do. Trying not to get on their nerves.
No, you're doing great.
And
you're doing great.
I mean, even my other one, she be telling, man, stay safe, be careful out here. Like, she was like, she wanted to become a superstar so she could make a lot of money, so she could give me some money, because she said I work too hard. I'm like, dang, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, Lee. And I'm like, man, my baby girl, like,
that's a good one, right?
Get your dad, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, but I love both of them, you know what I'm saying?
For sure, y'all. So, and I do want to start ending this rundown just regular, man, because this is still the Presidential Executive Podcast. So, y'all continue with that executive mindset.
And most definitely keep it presidential. Arrivederci.
Salute.
Bow.
Keep it presidential.